Alfred Dufresne was a cumbersome old man. He and a few friends from the senior citizen home had gone to the beach to pick up debris. Alfred loves helping others and doing community service. He was a wealthy man, but always made sure to donate some to charity.
What a beautiful day out. The weather is perfect.
Hopefully we'll be able to salvage some things.
Oh my goodness, this beach is so muddled. I hope we can efface some trash.
You should make a sign to admonish people about leaving trash on the beach.
The old man had finished his community service. He had a good time with his friends in the senior center, but the day was fated to take a drastic turn. A pauper was waiting just on the corner for her next innocent victim.
There's an old man. I'm gonna go rob him. Good afternoon, sir. That bag looks heavy. Would you like some help?
Oh no, I wouldn't want to bother you.
No, trust me, you wouldn't.
No, really, it's okay.
Little did the old man know, when Narcissa grabbed the bags, she set them down just as fast as she took them. She grabbed his arms and started to evade his pockets. As Narcissa continued to rob the old man, she started to jeer at the old man.
Ha, what's you gonna do, old man?
Hey, stop that. Leave him alone.
The old man was caught in a dilemma. He didn't know if he should fight back or give her what she wanted. Luckily for him, someone nearby had heard him and called the cops.
Thank you for helping me.
Put your hands behind your back. You're going to jail.
He applied the handcuffs in a slapdash manner, not caring if it hurt her. Putting her into the cop car was an arduous task. The look that she gave him caused a dawn feeling. The robber continued to revile the old man.
I'm gonna get you. Get in the car.
The robber was taken to court. She could possibly face up to 3 years in prison for her actions.
Order in the court. Before we start, is there anything you can say for yourself?
I mean, I think everyone is simply overreacting. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to steal anything. Everyone on this planet just has to be a little freaking drama queen about every little freaking thing someone does.
Alright, that's enough. I'm just gonna make you aware that Narcissa, you are facing first-degree robbery. As first witness, I called Alfred Dufresne to the stand.
Excuse me, Mr. Dufresne? It's your turn.
Alfred walked over to the stand in an unflinching manner, as if the irate faces of his brigand had not expelled him. The defense attorney had begun to hoodwink Alfred and annihilate his side of the story.
So, Alfred, in your perspective, what happened on the afternoon of February 7th, 2019?
Well, I was walking home from the beach, cleaning up with some of my friends from our senior center when I was subjugated by this robber. She had approached me and usurped my lucrative and...
Are you saying that there isn't even a slight chance that my client was only trying to facilitate you and you had gotten the wrong idea?
Yes, there is no mistaking someone forcing you to relinquish your belongings in a spasmodic manner.
So she just randomly approached you and began to steal from you?
No, not exactly. She originally had tried to gain access to me by seeming cherubic and fortifying her power, and offering assistance to a defenseless elder. Of course, though, she had ended up being spurious and an unbridled robber.
If she was forcing you to give up your possessions. However, it could also be true that you simply were not circumspect enough and had allowed a deadlock to occur where you had given up your items and had forgotten. According to this notice form from your doctor, you have been prescribed a medication, Memantine, to help you with occasional memory loss.
Yes, however...
Isn't it also true, Mr. Dufresne, that your spells of memory loss are erratic and there is no actual evidence that you didn't just give this mediocre young adult your wallet and had forgotten you had?
Yes, but...
That's all for this witness, Your Honor.
The defense has left their questioning quite terse, not leaving much time for Alfred to defend himself and explain his side of the story. Next, it was time for the prosecutors to question Alfred.
Mr. Dufresne, in your opening statement you have provided for the defense, and you had stated that you were approached by a young woman who seemed very friendly and comely to the eye. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
In your mind, do you feel that your memories are more perennial or more faint?
It really depends. I feel that my memories are quite perennial. However, the details aren't always the most exact. I do remember the robbery, though I am very brazen to admit that my memory isn't always the best it could be, but I feel like the paramount idea here is actually the fact that I was wrong. Of course she's gonna rebut my side of the story. She's facing jail time, but my medical issues should be a catalyst to this case.
The prosecutor's time had slowly been terminated, and it had been time for the closing statements of both sides. This was the time for each side to prove their points that would help each of them surmount the case, and how the jury put in their side's favor. The defense is up first.
Men and women of the jury, it seems quite clear that the victim, Alfred Dufresne, is not a reliable witness. We, the defense, are asking that you condone the witness's testimony and allow this young adult who has the rest of her life ahead of her to get back to her life. She should not be reprimanded and locked away in an opaque jail cell where she will be forced to perform servitude-like tasks for a crime where there is no real evidence that it ever even occurred. It is simply arbitrary that innocent lives would be affected by an elderly man with clear memory problems' statement in which he can only dissent with the defendant's claims. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is quite clear that the poor innocent man was unmercifully violated by this damaged and dangerous soul. Narcissa should not have been released and let off the hook with no consequences for her actions. It would not only be fair to not only the vulnerable old man she took advantage of, but also in the public civilians just trying to get along with her life. Thank you. The court will take a 5-minute recess for the jury to come up with a verdict.
In the case 5308, Narcissa Saxon against Alfred Dufresne, the jury finds the defendant not guilty for lack of witnesses and evidence.
I will, however, require Ms. Saxon to community service in the amount of 2 weeks. Court has been adjourned.
After the jury had come out with the verdict of not guilty, Alfred was extremely upset and disappointed that his robber was never held accountable. He was mainly upset because he was completely aware that the young adults would continue living life, making the same mistakes over and over again because she never received proper consequences for the crimes that she committed. He had been on a phone call with his lawyer all morning.
I cannot believe she was just let off the hook. How did her lawyers even get a hold of my doctor's prescription anyway? How did she even manage to use that against me? Those doctor's records are nearly a year old.
They can use pretty much anything against you they want. They will do anything to put any sort of doubt they can into the jurors' minds with whether it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I guess so. Some things people will do for a few cans and green pieces of paper just disgust me.
Narcissa was cleaning up trash in the park near her neighborhood when Alfred spotted her from across the field. He walked over to the girl as he has a few words to say to her.
Good evening, Miss Saxon. I see you're fulfilling your court orders. I hope this experience has taught you a very valuable lesson, not only about stealing, but about breaking the law and taking advantage of people. There is absolutely zero excuse or no reason for you to believe that's okay. What have you done?
Technically, I wasn't found guilty of anything. I didn't do anything wrong. If anything, he should be accused of a wrongful accusation and attempted wrongful conviction. Nice try. Really, I knew the jury would sucker up to the doctor files. They basically proved you to be insane. They did all the work for me. Now, old dude, why don't you waddle your little way out of here before you get pushed down these bandstand stairs and break your face?
Excuse me, there's no need to be a brat.
What are you gonna do about it?
Hello, Jack.
Alfred makes an attempt to attack Narcissa in a very militant way, but before he could do anything, Narcissa pushes Alfred backwards down the bandstand stairs, and there he remained lying dead. Narcissa had fled the scene before anyone had found his body. Narcissa had crossed the border of Mexico before the court officers noticed she was gone. She's now making cash by stealing from the side shops on the street in Mexico.
Bloodbath! Wait, is there a car coming?
I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Malfoy.
Of the story.
And calmly to the. I will help that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Maddie! Queen!
Stop.
Slay queen.
Yeah! I stubbed my toe! Ashley, you okay?
What'd you do?
Monkey in the background. Maddie, it's okay, it's okay.
I just looked over to see Avery making this stupid
Wait, you're getting this on camera? Wait, no.
Poor man was unbelievably.
Narcissus Saxon and again.
No, cut it.
How you doing again? I ain't doing it no more. Do it again. I'm an old man.
You'll never get this out.
Ashley? Ashley? Ashley?
There's lipstick on my jeans.
Oh no. I can. Oh shit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The end.